press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, in previous class we were solving exercise 6.5 and I given second problem and the third problem from the fourth main. So I think you have done that. Let's move to the fifth one. I read the question, listen to me. Fifth question is, a tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground and its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meters from the base of the tree. Find the original height of the tree. I explain you. A tree is there and it has broken. It has broken at a height of 5 meters. So think that a tree is there. Okay. So let's draw a tree. So okay. So it has broken at the height of, given that it has broken at the height of 5 meters from the ground. Okay. So let's consider this as ground, okay, then it has broken at the height of this. So take this height as 5 meter, this as 5 meter, okay. And its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter from the base of the tree. When it cuts, it falls down, okay. So like this, it falls down. And this, the tip of this tree, it touched the ground at the distance of 12 meter. Okay, let's consider that length of the top of the tree where it touches, that's 12 meter. Okay. And ask to find the original height of the tree. So now we have to find this, the height of, original height of. So how can we find the original height of this tree? By considering this 5 plus this one. So here we have to find the height of this, the another part of the tree which has broken. So till this, it's 5 meter, and from this point to this point, where the top of the tree, it touches the ground, it's given 12 meter, and we have to find the height of this. How can we find? So whole this, the part, it touched the ground, this. So then we can consider this part, it has fallen here, and it is taken as hypotenuse. Okay, its hypotenuse, this is length and that is leg of the okay. So hypotenuse, leg and leg. Now we have to find the hypotenuse of this right angled triangle. So like this, already I told you that in wood construction, in building construction, so we use Pythagoras property, and here also we find the length or the like this. These are the daily life situations where we use Pythagoras property. Okay. Let AB be the original AB. So consider this as A and the top of the tree as B, and it is C. Consider this cut point as C. Let it be D. Okay. So we have A, C, D or C, D, A triangle here. I write let AB be the original original height of the tree. Height of the tree. Okay. Then AC is the broken point. AC is the broken point and D is the touching, that is the distance from the base of the tree touching ground. D is the, so D is the distance where so D is the, AD is the, consider AD, not only D, AD is the distance where top of the tree that TOU touched the ground. Then we can consider L1, that is equal to AC, that is equal to 5 meter, L2, that is equal to AD, that is equal to 12 meter, and we have to find CD, that is H is equal to CD is equal to question mark. We have to find the value of hypotenuse, that is CD here, by using Pythagoras property. By Pythagoras property, what it tells? It tells that H square is equal to L square plus L square. We don't know H square, that is H is CD here. CD square we have to find, that is 1 time of CD is equal to 5 meter 5 square plus 12 square. CD square is equal to 5 5s are 25. It is 25 plus 12 12s are 144. Okay, we got CD square, that is equal to 169. 169. So find CD. To find CD, we should take 1 time of 169, that is 13 13s are 169. Then CD square can be written as, it is written as 13 square. Therefore, CD is equal to 13 meter. CD is equal to 13 meter. So, where we consider CD as the another portion of the tree from the cut part. So, it's BC is equal to CD. So, BC is equal to CD. Therefore, BC is equal to 13 meter. Okay. After this, we have to find the original height of the tree. Then consider original height of the tree is equal to original height of the tree is equal to what? AC plus CB or BC. CB, that is equal to AC is 5 meter plus CB is 13 meter, that is equal to 18 meter. The original height of the tree is 18 meter. Okay, let's move to the sixth one. Sixth one, I read the question. Angles Q and R of a triangle PQR are 25 degree and 65 degree. Write which of the following is true. Given is one triangle is given, that is the sixth one. I draw a rough figure of this given triangle. So this is triangle PQR, this is P, Q and R. Q is 25 degree, R is 65 degree. So by this we have to find the value of P. Why? What's the reason why we have to find the angle P? Because they have given, what they given, the relation is that we have to prove, that we have to say it is true or not. Okay, to say the given equations are true or not, we have to find the angle P. How can we find angle P here? Yes, so angle P we don't know, we have to find angle Q is equal to 25 degree and angle R is equal to 65 degree. Okay, so now angle R is equal to 65 degree by which property we can use here? We can use angle sum property. By angle sum property, what it says, angle sum property, it says that the sum of the three angles are, sum of the interior angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. It sum up to 180 degrees. So therefore angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. So we know angle Q, that is 25 degree, plus angle R, that is 65 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. So add these two measures, that we can add both of these. Keep P as it is, we can't add this. 5 plus 5 is 0, 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 1 is 90 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. So bring 90 degree, that is 92, right hand side, it becomes minus 90. Subtract 90 from 180, then what we get? We will get 90 degree. Okay, then angle P is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Angle P is equal to 90 degree. So why we found, what is the reason to find the angle P, value of angle P? That when we get the value of angle P as 90 degree, then we can consider the given triangle as right triangle. Hence, so therefore triangle PQR is a right triangle. Right triangle. Okay. So consider the given equations. If angle P is 90 degree, we found by using angle sum property that angle P is 90 degree. So which is the side opposite to angle P? The side opposite to angle P is QR. Okay, then we can consider hence QR hypotenuse hypotenuse is equal to QR. L1 is equal to leg 1, that we can consider PQ, and L2 is equal to PR. L2 is equal to PR. L1 is equal to PQ and L2 is equal to PR. Okay. Then by Pythagoras theorem or by Pythagoras property, what can we write? We can write that h square is equal to L square plus L square. That is, square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the legs. Okay. By using this, we can take that the first one given is PQ square is equal to PQ square plus QR square is equal to RP square. Okay, which is hypotenuse here? That is QR. So QR is here. Is it possible? No. We have one leg square plus h square is equal to leg square. Is it? No, it's not. By the Pythagoras property, we know that hypotenuse square is, that is the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the legs. Then it's not true. First one is given, PQ square plus QR square is equal to RP square. That is, PQ is 1 leg 1 square plus QR is h square, that is h square is not equal to L2 square. Then it is not true, hence it is not, hence it's not true. Okay. Take the second one. The second one given is PQ square. So I write this relation there only. PQ is L2 square plus RP square, that is PR. RP square means L2 square, that is equal to, so leg 1 square plus leg 2 square, it's leg 1 square plus leg 2 square, that is equal to QR square. So QR means, that is hypotenuse square. Then it's true. Okay. Which is the third one? Directly we can write. The third one given is like this. RP square. What is RP? That is, RP is L2 square plus QR square. QR is h square. Is it possible? So that is equal to PQ square. PQ square means it is L1 square. So it's not true, because we written like the relation, that is leg square, hypotenuse square, that is equal to, so that is not true. Okay, let's move to the seventh one. I read the question. Look into your textbook. I read the question. Find the perimeter of the rectangle whose length is 40 centimeter and a diagonal is 41 centimeter. Okay, so I draw a figure of this rectangle. Given is a rectangle. We know the special characteristics of rectangle, and here the opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal, and all the four angles, they are right angle. All the four angles are right angle. Okay. So this is A, B, C and D. So consider diagonal AC. It is length is here two lengths. We have two equal lengths and two equal breadths. So find the perimeter of the rectangle whose length is, so consider this as 40 length, that is L. Okay. L is 40 centimeter and diagonal D, diagonal is 41 centimeter. Here we have to find the breadth of the rectangle. Breadth of the rectangle. Okay, consider. So I write here. So this is a rectangle. We have to find the breadth of the rectangle. What can we use here? Here we can use. So since diagonal is considered as hypotenuse, how can we consider this angle is equal to 90 degree? This is right angle. Then the side opposite to this angle, that is 90 degree, is considered as hypotenuse. This is length, then breadth. Okay. Consider ABCD. Consider ABCD is a rectangle. Okay. Then here AB. What is AB here? It is length. Length AB is equal to length AB is equal to 40 centimeter. Okay, breadth BC is equal to, we have to find, and diagonal. What is diagonal here? It is AC. AC is equal to 41 centimeter. Which property we can use here? We can use by Pythagoras property. What can we write? Which is hypotenuse here? That is AC, diagonal. H square is equal to L1 square plus L2 square. Okay. Then hypotenuse is AC square. AC square is equal to L1 is AB square plus BC square. What is AC? It's 41 centimeter is equal to AB is 40 centimeter. So if the number is of 2 digits, then we can put it into bracket like this: 41 square, 40 square plus BC we don't know, we have to find BC square. Okay, 41 square, find the 2 times of 41, that is 41 into 41, 41 time of 41. So 1 ones are 1, 1 fours are 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16, then it is 1681. Okay, 40 40s are, find 40 into 40, 4 fours are 16, keep 2 zeros, it is 1600. 1681 is equal to 1600 plus BC square. So bring 1600 to left side, then it will be minus 1600 is equal to BC square. So subtract this, then we get 21 is equal to BC square. That is BC square is equal to 21 centimeter square. Okay, then what we have to find? Here we have to find the root of this 81. Already you know how to find, that is 81. So take 3 because 8 plus 1 is, here we use divisibility rule. 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 is divisible by 3, then take 3. So why we have to take 3 here? Don't take numbers, we have to take here only prime numbers. Don't take composite numbers. 3 2s are, 3 7s are, 3 27s are, 3 9s are, then 3 3s are 9. Then we can write or we can pick one number from the group. Okay, here BC square is equal to 9 square, that is 9 into 9 is equal to 81. So 9 square, therefore BC is equal to 9 centimeter. So what is BC here? It is breadth. Okay, then here we can write, yes, I rub this. So by using Pythagoras, hence breadth of the rectangle is 9 centimeter. And also they asked to find the perimeter of the rectangle. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is the sum of the lengths of all the sides of that geometrical shape, that is called, here particularly we can write perimeter of a rectangle is equal to perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B, that is equal to 2 into 2 times of L plus B, sum of the length and breadth. What is L here? It is 40 centimeter plus B is 9 centimeter, 49. Okay, then we get 2 into 49, that is equal to 9 to 2 9s are 18, keep 1, 2 4s are 8, 1 9, it is 98 centimeter. The perimeter of the rectangle given is 98 centimeter. Okay, let's move to the next one. Which is the next one is here. Okay, 8-1. I read the question. The diagonals of a rhombus measure 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Find its perimeter. The diagonals of a rhombus measure 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Find its perimeter. So here also a rhombus given, rectangle was, it's also a quadrilateral, and rhombus is also a quadrilateral, and these quadrilaterals, they have special characteristics like square, okay, rectangle, rhombus, kite. These are all the quadrilaterals, special quadrilaterals which have special characteristics. Okay, let's take rhombus. So here diagonals are 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Okay, consider this as rhombus. In rhombus, what is this special about rhombus? Here all these sides are equal. So in rhombus, all these sides are equal, like so that's in, sorry, in rectangle, square, how we can parallelogram, these are all these special quadrilaterals. Like that, rhombus is also a quadrilateral, which is in where all the sides are equal, and here diagonals they meet perpendicular to each other. So if they meet perpendicular to each other, then it makes 90 degree in all the angles, at all the angles. Here all the angles are 90 degree. And they always, in rhombus, they always, when these diagonals they perpendicular to meet perpendicular to each other, then it cuts the diagonals into equal parts. So consider this as ABCD rhombus. Okay, so this is A, B, C and D. So AC is one diagonal and BD is the second diagonal. Okay, let ABCD be a rhombus. Here also we get right triangle rhombus whose diagonals intersect each other perpendicularly. Okay, perpendicularly at O. Okay, so consider this point as O, such that when they meet at O, okay, perpendicularly they meet, such that AC is equal to 16 centimeter. Given is AC is equal to 16 centimeter and BD is equal to 30 centimeter. So these are the diagonals, they met perpendicularly each other. Since diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other. Bisect means the parts after they meet, okay, they are equal to each other. The parts are each other. Bisect means equal to sides. Bisect each other perpendicularly then AO is equal to OC, that is equal to 8 centimeter. Divide 16 by 2 equal parts, make it 2 equal parts, then it will be 8 centimeter. And BD, that is BO is equal to OD is equal to, divide 30 by 2, we get 15 centimeter. Okay. And angles at O is 90 degree. 90 degree. Okay. So let's move to the next part of this. Okay, consider all these are as right angled triangle. In right angle triangle, which is the right triangle that we can consider? To find the perimeter, first we have to find any of all the sides of rhombus are equal. Then we have to find the side of this rhombus. By using this property, Pythagoras property, we can find the side of the rhombus. Okay. So for that to find the side of this rhombus, we are using all these characteristics. Here ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. So whose diagonals intersect each other perpendicularly at O. So they always meet perpendicularly. Okay. Then such that AC is equal to 16 centimeter and BD is given. This is the given measure of AC and BD. So since diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other, when they meet perpendicularly, when they intersect perpendicularly, then they bisect each other. Okay. Then AO. So here A to O and O to C is equal, and divide 16 by 2. Make it 2 parts, then we get 8 centimeter. BO is equal to OD, that is divide 30 by 2, make it 2 equal parts, then we get 15 centimeter. And angles at O is always, they are all equal and they are all 90 degree. Okay. So when it is 90 degree, the side opposite to this right angle is considered as hypotenuse. So this is leg, this is leg. So leg 1, leg 2. So by using Pythagoras property, we can find the hypotenuse here, and hypotenuse is one of the sides of this rhombus. If we find the length of the rhombus, hypotenuse, then all the sides are equal in rhombus, then we can find the perimeter of this rhombus. In right triangle, so consider any triangle that you can take. Triangle AOD. So I considered triangle AOD. Okay, then we can take L1 and this is H. So L1, L2, L2, this is H, this is also H. So take any right triangle here. By Pythagoras property, can we write? We can write H square is equal to L1 square plus L2 square. Which is L here? H here. That is AD. AD square is equal to L1 is AO square plus L2 is OD square. So it is AD square is equal to LO is AO is 8 centimeter, 8 square plus OD is 15 square. AD square is equal to 8 8s are 64, 8 8s are 64 plus 15 15s are 225. So add these two, then AD square will be 289. What about 289? It is 17 into 17. So AD square is equal to 17 square, 17 square. Therefore, AD, one time of AD, that is equal to AD is equal to 17, and the given unit is centimeter. AD is 17 centimeter. So side of this rhombus, side of this hence side of the given rhombus is 17 centimeter. It is 17 centimeter. Then find the perimeter. Here also we can take rhombus, the perimeter of the rhombus as 2 into 4 because all the sides are equal. But in the rectangle, lengths, 2 lengths and 2 breadths are equal, so that we took 2 into L plus B. So instead of this, perimeter of a rhombus is equal to 4L. That is 4L, that is equal to 4 into 64 into 17, that is equal to 68 centimeter. Okay. So I think we finished this lesson by this exercise. So you have so many points in the last page of this lesson. So that they have given all the points in your, that is what have we discussed, under what have we discussed, given from the first topic to last topic. So they are very important and they come under 1 mark question, 2 marks, MCQ questions and also 1 mark question. So all the points they covered in this, so they are very important, then you can write it in your notes also. Okay. By this we finish the lesson and we meet with the new lesson in the next days. Thank you.